feet. Every step a paper sound, secrets scattered on the ground. Trees undressing without shame, letting go without a name. For the fear of empty space, just grace. Cold air writing on my skin, telling me where I've been. Summers I still try to hold, turning quietly to gold. I watch a leaf detach and spin, a tiny surrender to the wind. No drama in the way it falls, it trusts the cold. I walk slow through amber light, afternoon dissolving into night. Sun hanging low and tired, like a dream I once admired. Everything feels soft and brief, translated by a fallen leaf into a language I can read. Of need to change without a fight, to fade into a different light. Not as lost, but as a shift, a seasonal gift. Proof that endings paint the air with a beauty rare. If you're willing just to see what can be. Children kick through color rain, laughing without the weight of change. They don't mourn the dying green, they celebrate the in-between. I envy how they let it pass, each moment like a sheet of glass. Bright and gone without a scar, just art. I think about the things I keep buried deep, long after their time is gone. Still holding on while the trees release with these to the breeze, teaching me a quieter art of heart. Leaves collect around my shoes, tiny shades of burnt out hues. Everyone a former flame, still beautiful, not the same. I pick one up, feel the vein, a fragile map of sun and rain. A whole life pressed into a single hue. If it can fall and still be whole, maybe I can let go of versions of me I outgrew and call it true. Growth isn't always loud and new. Sometimes it's what you undo, what you lay down to breathe and leave. Wind moves through the hollow trees, a low melody, branches sketching on the sky. A final goodbye to walk the light to what has been, but not in mourning, more like a grin at the promise hidden there in bare. Because roots are working still beneath the chill, preparing stories yet to rise in different skies. Autumn isn't just decay, it's a quieter way of writing hope in coded lines between the sides. I stand inside the drift and go, feel both young and old, a witness to this gentle end that doesn't pretend to be forever, just enough. Beautiful and rough around the edges of the day on display. When the last leaf leaves the tree, it's still part of the story, not erased, just rearranged, color changed. And I walk home through the fall, grateful for it all, carrying that lesson deep to keep. Waves talking low in a language I know, soft repetition letting worries go. Feet in the sand, time moving slow, sun sinking down in a watercolor glow. Breathing it in, the salt in the air, heavy thoughts fading, light as a prayer. Nothing to chase, nowhere to compare, just me and the tide, laid open and bare. Sea breeze sliding under my skin, cooling the noise I've been living in. Heavy exhale feels like a win, like I'm forgiven for where I've been. Horizon stretching farther than fear, problems look small from way out here. Heartbeat sinking crystal clear with the rhythm I hear. Foam at the edge of a restless mind, drawing a line I don't have future unwritten. This moment's enough, perfectly fitting. Ghost cut shapes in a fading sky. White lines drift as the hours go by. No need to ask the reason why, just let it fly. I sit where the water kisses the land. Let it rewrite what I thought I planned. Every wave like a gentle hand, saying you don't have to understand. Some things move and some things stay. Some dreams wash and drift away, but peace is found in the in-between gray at the end of the day. Night stars pouring blue on the scene. Stars waking up in a silver sheen. City far off like a distant dream. Out here everything's clean. Sea keeps humming its endless song, telling me I've been strong too long. It's okay to float along where I belong. Cool wind carrying quiet advice. Nothing you lose is lost twice. Pain dissolves like melting ice under a sky this wide and nice. I let my guard fall in the deep, deep. Promises I no longer keep. Secrets I don't need to reap. Finally sleep. Tide pulls out but I don't feel fear. It always returns, that's clear. Like hope that circles back each year. Whispering near that I'm allowed to rest my head on words unsaid, on dreams that gently spread instead. Moonlays a road across the sea, a shining path just for me, not to follow, just to see how endless freedom can be. And I breathe that salt again, let it soften where I've been, let it wash away the din from within. When I leave I'll carry this sound, a private ocean I found. Anytime the world gets loud, I'll close my eyes in the crowd and feel that breeze calm and deeper. Promise the water will always keep a quiet place inside to sleep and keep and keep. Snow falling slow like the beat in my chest. City rap quiet, everything dressed in a white soft glow. Pretty bed, rest, cold air, writing poems on my breath. Street lights humming in a silver line. Every thought moving one at a time. Frozen seconds feeling divine, like the world hit pause on a hidden sign. Windows lit with a warm gold flame, but I walk outside with no real name. Just a shadow drifting through the frame of a winter night I can't explain. Boots crunch rhythm under my feet, simple percussion, steady and sweet. Heart and pavement finally meet in a calm repeat. Red like smoke in the pale moonlight. Memories flicker, quiet and bright. All of my worries losing their bite. Somehow small in the depth of the night. I pull my hood up, sink in the cold. Let it tell stories never been told. Every fear turning fragile and old. Every doubt losing hold. Stars look close in the crystal sky. Sharp as truths I can't deny. I used to run, now I just let them lie above me as the hours slide by. No need to chase what already passed. No need to hold what never could last. Winter teaching me soft and fast. This peace is vast. Hands numb but my mind is clear. Cold cuts clean, no static here. All the noise I used to hear disappears this time of year. I talk to the dark, it talks back slow, in a language only night can know, telling me things I needed to grow. Under the snow, apartments glowing like distant suns. Lives unfolding in quiet runs. Everyone hiding from what comes, but out here silence gently hums. And I feel connected to every light, every stranger holding tight to their feels thick like falling frost. Counting dreams I almost lost. Every regret a lighter cost. When I see how far I've crossed, this frozen air inside my lungs sings old forgotten songs of where I've been all along and where I belong. Footsteps fade but I remain, letting the cold redraw my brain, washing away a year of rain, leaving a fragile stain that slowly turns to art. A quiet start, a softer heart in the dark. Snow keeps falling, patient and wise, covering tracks, covering lies, giving the city a fresh disguise right before my eyes. And I breathe it in, this midnight cure, sharp and honest, clean and pure. For a moment I'm sure I can endure. When I go back behind my door, I'll carry this calm forevermore. A winter night stitched in my core, a silent shore where I can stand when days get loud, away from the crowd, inside a cloud, unbowed. Snow falling slow like the beat in my chest. World still quiet, finally blessed. I close my eyes, I know the rest of this night will do its best to remind me I'm alive and here. Every breath a souvenir of frozen air, and vision clear, winter drawing near.
Soft rain tapping codes on the glass tonight. Little more lines in the neon light. City breathing slow after one long fight. Everything washed in silver and white. I sit by the window, hoodie pulled tight, watching old worries fade from sight. Every drop falling feels polite, like the sky trying to write me right. Spring air slipping under the door, smells like chances I felt before. Like a promise resting on the floor, saying you don't have to hurt no more. Puddles holding pieces of sky, clouds drifting gently by. I let another second slide, no need to hide. Rain on bloom on concrete veins, tiny orchestras in the drains, washing dust and leftover pains, running circles in my brain. I breathe in deep, let it stay cool and clean in a quiet way. Every doubt just floats away with the gray. Trees outside in a dripping choir, leaves shining like thin green fire. Every branch climbing higher, carrying a soft desire to start again without a sound. Roots digging deeper in the ground, I feel that rhythm all around, a healing found. Cars pass slow with a whispered hiss, headlights blur into liquid bliss. Moments like this are hard to miss, the rain translating what silence is. I used to rush, I used to chase, now I just sit and give it space. Let the drops withdraw my face with gentle grace. Memories rise like steam from stone, old conversations over, grown things I carry now over, grown seeds I never had fully sown. Spring telling me it's not too late, every ending can germinate. Nay, even heartbreak can create a different state. Thunder murmurs far away, not a threat, just something to say. The baseline rolling under the day, keeping fragile thoughts at bay. I nod in time to the distant sound, feel my pulse sync with the ground, lost and perfectly found in rain unbound. Water tracing lines on the street, each reflection incomplete. Sky and asphalt finally meet in a rhythm steady and sweet. I see myself in shattered light, broken shapes that still feel right. Every flaw held soft and tight by the night. Spring rain falling, patient and kind, rinsing corners of my mind, leaving quiet gold behind in places I was blind. I let it soak through every wall, every rise and every fall. Hear the future gently call through it all. When the clouds decide to part and sunlight restarts, I'll keep the storm inside my heart. A private art, a way to cool the overheated days. A silver haze, a softer gaze through life's maze. Soft rain fading, last drops cling to wires that hum and softly sing. I feel the weight inside me spring, looser than everything. And as the city starts to glow with a fragile after show, I carry that calm wherever I go, letting it flow. Rain on bloom, echoing clear, a quiet anthem in my ear, telling me I'm still here, year to year. And I smile at the window's frame, knowing I won't be the same, washed in a gentle springtime rain. Clean again,
Sun dripping honey on the avenue, late light wrapping everything we knew. Shadows stretching like a point of view, long and true. We sit on the hood, legs dangling free, day folding into memory. No rush, no place to be, just you and me. Summer exhale in a painted sky, colors lay where the minutes die. Every second sliding by, soft as a sigh. I feel the heat still in the stone, warmth in a way I've never known. Like the sunset built a throne we call our own. Golden hour looping in my chest, heartbeat moving slow at best. All my worries laid to rest, guess dismissed. Wind carrying a distance, on radio waves we float along. Nothing here feels wrong, we belong. You're like caught in the everglow, a quiet spark I hold below. Words moving low and slow, we talk about nothing, it means a lot. Every dream we almost forgot, living right here in this spot. All we got, all we got. Clouds melting into liquid fire, city wires forming a choir, singing higher and higher. Every color saying stay, don't let this moment drift away, but time don't ever obey, it just plays. So we breathe it deeper in, let the fading begin. Feel it settle under the skin like a hidden grin. Promise that remember this, the taste of light, the evening kiss, a simple bliss we can't dismiss. Street lights flicker, claim the scene, soft electric in between what we were and what we've been and what we mean. Night arriving gentle, wide, but the sunset still inside, like a secret we can hide and ride. Windows down, we start to roll, car humming low and hold, chasing the afterglow. We know it won't last, it never does. That's the beauty of it, just because it was. It was, it was. Summer riding in fading gold, stories silently told. Moments we hold don't get old, they replay when the day hands, it just bends and sends little echoes through the years, softening the edges of fears, drying invisible tears, reappears whenever I need that sign. I rewind and find us under that burning dome, light turning the world to home. No need to roam, we've grown, but that sunset lives in my sound. Every beat I found circles around that town where the sky went slow and wide, and we let the daylight slide with nothing to hide, just the tide. Of summer breathing in sync, right on the brink of a blink that lasted longer than it should, longer than we understood, but it's still good, it still stood somewhere in a golden frame, forever the same, a quiet flame that flickers when I close my eyes, recoloring the nights with summer lights and endless skies. Morning spilling gold on the empty street, soft light landing warm at my feet, city waking up in a gentle beat, slow and sweet, air so clean it resets my head, quiet thoughts in pastel spread, all the words I never said, rest instead. Sun climbing lazy over the roofs, painting the walls with shining proofs that I survived my silent loops and broken truths. I walk with no destination in mind, leaving the heavy night behind, every breath easy to find, unconfined. Coffee steam in a paper cup, little heat when I lift it up, day just starting to open up. No rush, no rush. Bird song stitched in the open sky, clouds drifting casually by. I let another minute fly, no need to try. Footsteps echoing mellow time, heart sinking into a simple rhyme, life feeling almost prime in this climb. Shadows short and polite and thin, sunlight slipping under my skin, warm in places I've been within. Storefront glass catching my face, I barely recognize the pace, calm written in every trace of space. I used to run from dawn like this, now I stand inside the bliss, every second hard to miss, a quiet kid. Trees glowing green and new, covered in shining dew, everything on an instant true in view. I feel the day before it speaks, future resting in gentle peaks, hope hiding in the streaks of weeds. No crowd yet, just open lane, last night's worries losing their name, fading soft like distant rain, no chain. I stretch my arms, the sky feels near, nothing heavy, nothing severe, just light ringing clear in my ear. Sunlit steps in a golden line, every movement a small sign that I'm allowed to feel fine and aligned with the rhythm of waking streets, with the pulse my chest repeats, with the warmth that softly meets and greets. The breeze runs cool with the glow, carrying places I could go, but I'm content moving slow and low. Let the morning pour its art, bright ink filling every part of a guarded heart restart. Windows open, curtains sway, people rising into the day. I smile and drift their way, then stray back into my private lane, where silence feels like gain and sunlight breaks the chain again. stars, the color of air, the way the light rests everywhere, the fragile care we share with the world reborn at 8. Before the noise, before the wait, before we complicate what's great. Cup empty, but I'm still filled with the karma I almost killed. Now gently rebuilt and quilted into the fabric of this walk, into the quiet morning talk. Chalk lines I follow with these, sun higher now, spell gets thin, day preparing to begin, but the glow stays tucked within my skin. I carry it past the corner turn, a steady internal burn, a lesson I keep to learn and return. Whenever the nights get loud and shadows gather in a crowd, I'll pull this memory like a cloud out loud to rain down light in my chest. Remind me I was once this blessed on a simple quest at rest. Sunlit steps, forever mine, looping softly through time, a golden underlies sign under mornings calm and wide, where I walk with nothing to hide, just stride inside the tide of light.
Mountain standing still like a frozen wave, stone lines carved ancient and brave, every shadow something they gave to the quiet I crave. Air so thin and sharp as my mind, cuts every worry I left behind. All I carry is easy to find around the line. No traffic come, no glowing screen, just endless shades of blue and green. Space is wide and in between, pure and clean. I hear my pulse in the open air, feel my thoughts becoming rare. Nothing to fix, nothing to repair, just there. Where silence breathes, I breathe it too. Let it rewrite my point of view. Every second fresh and new, breaking through. Rocks holding heat from the fading sun, day dissolving, almost done. I don't chase, I don't run, I become a smaller shape in a bigger frame. No need for fortune, no need for name. Up here nobody plays the game or keeps the same. Stories I told begin to fade, old identities gently laid down in the valley I once stayed unmade. Wind moves slow with a careful sound, softest anthem I've ever found, circling calm around this ground. I sit and let the horizon talk, long quiet lines in mountain chalk, teaching me how to walk without the clock. Time feels wider, stretching thread, no heavy future overhead, no crowded words unsaid, just spread across the sky and fading light, gold turning blue in early night. Everything distant feels right inside. I watch the sun slip out of view, painting peaks in a final hue, a fire that quickly withdrew but grew inside my chest as a steady glow, a reminder I can move slow and still grow below. Stars arrive without a sound, silver scattered all around, no ceiling found, unbound. I lean back into the cold stone face, feel my heartbeat match the pace of endless space and grace and grace. Up here silence has a voice, not a command, more like a choice, a gentle rejoice and poise. It tells me I don't need the race
if I'm hearing fading lights, small but bright. Alright. I think of roads I used to roam, all the noise I call my home. Now this dome of quiet chrome feels truer than the words I know, than every crowded avenue. Mountains cutting, cleaning through what's true. They don't ask me to pretend, don't need me to defend or bend. They simply extend an open hand of stone and sky, a place where restless thoughts can lie, not asking why, just high above the loops I used to spin, above the echo and the din, letting a new day begin within. I close my eyes, still see the height, feel the dark, the calm, the light, everything tight and right. With silence breeze, I leave a part of my guarded heart, a star etched in the art of mountains standing endlessly, holding a version of me I rarely see, but free. And when I walk back down below into the rushing undertow, I'll know there's a place I can go. Anytime the world gets loud and thoughts gather like a crowd, I'll lift that mountain cloud out loud to settle softly in my chest, a private crest where I can rest in silence blessed. Snare trail falling deep in the green, world turning soft, quiet, unseen. Every step like a break in the screen of the life in between. Leaves whisper little secrets I keep, promises bury, roots running deep. Thoughts finally able to sleep in a rhythm I see. Sunlight dripping through a lace of trees, dust in the air caught in the breeze. Tiny galaxies floating with ease. Moments like these make the noise in my head fall apart. Each breath resetting the start of a wandering heart, a gentle light. Between the pines I lose my name. No need to win, no need for fame. Forest doesn't care the same about the game. It just stands in a patient line, older than doubt, older than time, teaching my pulse to align in a line. Footprints fading behind my back, no pressure riding the track, nothing I lack, just the crack of a twig and a steady beat. Earth and soul finally meet, dirt and rhythm complete, and sweet shadows dancing in a mirror light. Daydream slipping in the sight, everything's simple and right. In the height of this quiet cathedral air, I drop every hit and repair every burden I wear. Right there, right there, right there. Birds like stitched in a distant thread, sewing calm through what I said and never said. Instead I listen close and understand. Silence is more than planned, it's a hand helping me stand. Moss under fingers, cool and bright, proof that life grows out of sight. Patient in the night and light. I think of all the times I rushed, all the voices that hushed this peace I almost crushed and brushed away for a louder tone, a sharper throne, a crowded zone. But here alone I find a deeper sound, a truth without a crown, a ground where I'm found. Wind moves slow through the wood hall, tall trees answering the call of something small, and all the scattered pieces inside my chest finally settle and rest. Cast in a nest between the pines, the hours dissolve, no problems left to solve or revolve. I evolve into a quieter shape of me, a version allowed to be free as the canopy. Sky peeking through unbroken blue, fragments of a wider view reminding me what's follow the light, not to fight, just right. Each corner a gentle surprise, reflected in my eyes, no disguise, just rise. When I return to the paved routine, to the glow of the glassy screen, I'll carry this screen serene. A hidden forest in my lungs, in my words, in songs it belongs. It runs through every line I write, a shadow of filtered light, a bite of that height where I walked with nothing to prove, nothing to lose or move, just groove in the smooth breath of the forest again, echoing where I've been, under my skin, within, between the pines I'll always know there's a quieter flow below the noise I show. And I can step back in, let the healing begin, like wind through thin spaces I forgot were there. Feel the patient air and care beyond compare, beyond compare. Static sky, humming low above the block. Clouds moving slow like hands on a clock. First drop hits with the gentle knock, then the whole world starts to talk. Windows shimmering liquid lines, city breathing in quiet signs. Every rhythm perfectly aligns with hidden designs. Waves rain in the background, soft percussion, no need for words, no discussion. Every thought finds reduction in the hush and rushing, drip by drip on the rooftop skin, washing the places I've been, letting a calmer state begin within. Streetlights blur in a silver haze, pavement glowing in scattered rays, water looping in endless plays, a maze. I sit and let the sound repeat, tiny drums in a steady beat, hard and weather finding me incomplete, complete. Cars slide past with a whisper sigh, headlights bending as they pass by. Reflections ripple, multiply, then die, leaving circles that gently fade. Promises the storm is made in the language of the shade displayed. I close my eyes and drift inside, let the rainfall be my guide. Every worry pushed aside by the tide of a million drops in sync, pulling me back from the brink, teaching me how to think and sing, teaching me how to think and sink. Into the couch, into the tone, into a space I never known, where I'm not made of stone but grown, soft as the rhythm against the pain. Every tap dissolving pain, running clear like a train of rain. Thunder rolls like a distant bass, slow vibrations filling the space. I feel it travel through my face, a trace of power wrapped in calm disguise. Every cloud's gentle replies, written across the skies in sighs. Rain in the background, looping clean, a silver curtain in between what I was and what I mean. Unseen, it edits noise I used to keep, cuts it shallow, cuts it deep, tucks the chaos into sleep so I can breathe. Minutes stretch in a watery blur, nothing sharp, nothing short, just the cure of pure sound, falling steady and wise, cooling the heat behind my eyes. Every echo replies, you're alive. I think of nights I try to outrun days I fought and never won. Now I'm still undone by the drum, droplets tracing the same old route, proof that I don't need to shout to let it out or doubt. The storm will say it for me in a language wild and free, across the sea of memory. Each hit a gentle release, negotiating peace, piece by piece increase. The calm I keep in my chest, a private rest, a nest built by the test of water falling for hours straight, teaching me how to wait and translate the way how to wait and translate the when the rain begins to thin and the final drops descend. I know the end will send a quiet echo I can replay on any crowded day, a hidden gray that stays. Rain in the background of my mind, a rhythm perfectly timed whenever I'm blind. the ghost of the storm still warm, reborn into a shapeless torn, carrying that steady sound where calm is found, all around unbound. Even when the sky is clear, I'll keep it near, right here, a souvenir of nights the rain rewrote my name and cooled the flame the same. Soft game, playing low in the back of my head. Every word I've said, led by the thread of a storm that taught me how to live inside the now and bow somehow to the beauty of falling rain. Again and again, a quiet refrain remain in the background of everything. A silver string I sing while listening. Golden waves rolling under the sun, endless field, nowhere to run. Wind tracing lines on everyone, softly spun. Grass bending low, brushing my hand. I move slow, trying to understand how something so vast can command a quiet stand. Air humming through each grain, carrying echoes of summer rain. Stories written with no name, no claim. I walk and let the breeze speak, tongue of freedom, soft and sleek. Every second gentle, unique, no need to seek.
Sunlight drips in lazy streams, painting the earth with its dreams. Everything warmer than it seems in beams. I feel the pulse beneath the soil, life stretching without toil. Nothing here to foil, just coil.
Wind pulling at my hoodie strings, tugging lightly at invisible wings, whispering small endless things. It sings of roads untraveled, paths unknown, of seeds planted quietly grown, of moments I've never owned but shown.
I lie back, let the grass hold me. Open sky, breathing calmly free. Clouds drifting endlessly above me. Every thought softens, slows its pace. Every worry leaves no trace. Time folds into this place, a space.
Horizon wide as a quiet mind, nothing hidden, nothing defined except the rhythm of being aligned, defined by wind brushing through my hair, by the sunlight everywhere, by the field's patient stare and care.
Leaves and stalks sway like a choir, low murmurs of electric wire. Nature singing without desire or higher. I feel my heartbeat sink in turn with the quiet lessons I learn, with the way the grasses burn and churn.
Feet sinking into earth's embrace, every step a gentle pace. Clouds scattered slow in space, no race, only air shaping itself around every corner of this ground. Every whisper, every sound, unbound. Wind tells secrets to the weed, every stalk replying in beat. A conversation soft, discreet, complete. I close my eyes and float inside, every note a tide pulling me wide, and I ride.
Sun lower and shadow grows long, yet the field hums its endless song. I stay calm, I stay strong, belong to the breath moving through each blade, to the dance the wind has made, to the quiet parade under shade.
Evening comes and the colors fade, gold turns to dusk, gently laid. No rush in the world displayed, just stayed in memory of open sky, a freedom that never asked why, of a place to lie inside.
I walk back through the field again, feeling the wind like a friend, knowing this moment won't end, can't bend. It's stitched into the core of me, every wave, every tree, every whisper of the breeze.
set free. Golden waves rolling under the sun, field and wind moving as one. I learned how to listen, how to run and stun the mind that clutches too tight, the heart that races through the night. Here everything feels right. I carry this calm wherever I go, in the city, in the undertow. Still slow, still so. A private field, a personal sky. Wind in my chest, wide and high, teaching me how to fly and try.